Hi guys, my name is Valeria Perez and I'm a Gear Up tutor at Del Valle Middle School, and you will soon be taking algebra in high school. So today we're going to be working with solving problems with one unknown. But in this case, our equation is going to have parentheses. So let's get started. Okay guys, so this is the equation that we're going to be working with, and as you can see, we have parentheses on the left side and on the right side of the equal sign. So the first step that we need to do is get rid of these parentheses so we can start solving for x. So we're going to work with the numbers in front of the parentheses. In this case, it's -4 and 3, and we're going to distribute these numbers. So this means that we're going to multiply -4 times 4x and -4 times -8. Same on the right side, 3 times -8x and 3 times -1. So let's go ahead and rewrite that so we can solve it out. So let's bring down our -3x and we can start solving. -4 times 4x gives us -16x. -4 times -8 gives us positive, watch your signs, 32. Now let's solve out the right side. 3 times -8x gives us -24x. And 3 times -1 gives us -3. Okay, so now we can see that we got rid of our parentheses, and our next step is to start combining like terms. So we can see that we have various numbers with the letter x behind them. We have -3x, -16x, and -24x. So our goal is to get all of the x's on one side and all of the integers on another side. So first we're going to work with the left side, and we're going to start combining these two variables. So -3x minus -3x minus 16x gives us -19x, and now we can rewrite the rest of the equation. -24x minus 3. Okay, so now we can see that we still have x's, but this time they're on the different side of the equal sign. So what we need to do is get them on the same side. So in this case, we're going to work with our -19x. We need to get this one to the right side. So we can see that it has a negative sign in front of it. So we're going to do the opposite and switch it to a positive. So we're going to add 19x. And remember, what you do to one side, you do to the other. So on the right side, we're also going to add 19x. Let's go ahead and solve for that. We know that -19x plus 19x cancels out. And let's rewrite that. We're left with 32 equals -24x plus 19x minus 3. Now we've got all our variables on the same side, so we can go ahead and combine these variables one more time. So let's go ahead and rewrite that. 32 equals, and -24x plus 19x gives us -5x. We are left with -3. So now we only have one x, so we can start combining like terms that don't have the x. In this case, the -3 and the 32. We need to get these integers on the same side. So let's work with the -3. One more time, we see that it has a negative sign in front of it. So we're going to do the opposite, and we're going to add. So we're going to add 3 to one side. And remember, what we do to one side, we must do to the other. So we're going to add 3 to the other side. So 32 plus 3, let's rewrite that, equals -5x. We know that -3 plus 3 cancels out, and it gives us 0. So we are left with equals -5x. So let's go ahead and solve for that. 32 plus 3 equals 35, and we are left with -5x. So we can see that we only have one variable and one integer. So we can go ahead and solve for that. We must leave our x alone. So we can see that it is multiplying by a -5. So we're doing the opposite of multiplication, and we're dividing. So we're going to divide by -5, and remember, what we do to one side, we do to the other. So 35 divided by -5. This is so we can isolate x and leave it by itself. So now negative 5 divided by negative 5 cancels out, and we are left with x by itself. And 35 divided by negative 5 gives us negative 7. And that is our final answer. X equals negative 7. So guys, this is pretty much it. Let's just recap real quick. Remember, if you have parentheses, always distribute. Don't forget to combine like terms on each side of the equal sign. And move all of the variables to one side of the equal sign and the integers to the other. And finally, isolate the variable and you will get your answer. Remember, the Gear Up tutors are always here to help you, and if you ever need extra help, don't forget to log on to tutor.com.